Kendrick Bourne tested positive for COVID-19, and this game may not even happen. It could happen. Best case scenario is the game happens and the Niners have 2 healthy wide receivers. Well, 3 if you count River Craycraft. So 2.5. The news that came out is that Kendrick Bourne tested positive either today or yesterday. The Niners have shut down their facility for precautionary reasons. No one else has tested positive yet, but they're doing contact tracing. If anyone came in contact with Kendrick Bourne, they may not be able to play. This is wild. This is the new normal in 2020. This is what a lot of teams have had to deal with. The Niners not yet. Fred Warner tested positive before the season. Well, it makes it interesting. The Packers are without all their running backs. The Niners are without all their wide receivers. What's going to happen? Well, let's do 2 different scenarios. The scenario where the game doesn't happen, they have to push it back. Maybe they play on Sunday. Maybe they play at the end of the year. I don't know what would happen. That would be weird. But let's say maybe it was just Kendrick Bourne. He didn't pass it to anyone else, and the Niners can go on and play this game. What would their starting lineup look like on offense? Would Trent Taylor start? I think you would have to. The starting wide receivers would be Brandon Ayuk and Trent Taylor. Ooh, with no backups except River Craycraft. I nominate myself. I never played football competitively ever, but I played touch football at recess in middle school, and I was good. I didn't have the best hands per se, or I wasn't the greatest route runner, and I wasn't really into contact, but I could run in a straight line pretty fast. And now I'm 32, almost 33, so I think I still have something. Maybe they should call up Dante Pettis. Pettis is, he's hurt. Maybe Dante Pettis doesn't help. If Richie James Jr. could go, that would be great. So let's talk about all the wide receivers the Niners should give a call to right now, because I don't think you can start Trent Taylor and win in the NFL. I don't know about even playing him and winning. So who's available? I like Brandon Ayuk. He's good. He's one guy. Ted Ginn Jr. is available. He might be better than Trent Taylor. Ted Ginn Jr. The Niners might have won the Super Bowl in 2011 if Ted Ginn Jr. hadn't gotten injured against the Saints in the divisional round. I mean, really. You're mad at someone. It's not Kyle Williams' fault. It's Ted Ginn Jr.'s fault. Bring him back. Make him redeem himself. So there's Ted Ginn Jr. There's Terrell Owens. I'm sure Terrell Owens is in great shape right now. There's also Jerry Rice. Have you seen Jerry Rice recently? He's in fantastic shape. He looks like he's 40. He looks like he's 44. I don't know how old he is. Jerry Rice. Maybe the Niners could get Jeff Garcia, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens to come back and play against the Packers. I think it would be pretty cool. Maybe the Packers could get Brett Favre. They could get Ahman Green. Ahmad Green? Was it Ahman? Ahman? Dorsey Levens. Oh, can we get Dorsey Levens back? I love Dorsey Levens. Let's make this an old-timers game. If you used to play for the Niners or Packers, you can play. I like the idea of that. So bring in Ted Ginn Jr., Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens. Who else? Ty Streets, maybe J.J. Stokes. Who else we got? Ty Streets was pretty good. People forget about Ty Streets. Can the Niners win without Kendrick Bourne? This is going to be a ridiculous game if they play it. Forget the fact that it's Thursday Night Football, and Thursday Night Football is ridiculous to begin with. The Niners have no wide receivers. The Packers have no running backs. It's like they should combine into one team and then play someone else. You know, they should be I don't know how to combine those names. The 40 Packers. The 40 Packers. Jeez. If you combine the Packers into one team, who would you take, Aaron Rodgers or Nick Mullins? I don't know. That's a tough one. I like Nick Mullins a little bit better than Aaron Rodgers. I mean, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the second highest rated quarterback of all time. Going to be a Hall of Famer, but what about Nick Mullins, though? Oh, bring back A.J. Jenkins? Yeah, A.J. Jenkins is around. He's probably even younger than 30. I bet A.J. Jenkins has fresh legs. That's another way to look at it. Kyle Shanahan. Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, maybe Kaepernick wants to play wide receiver. He's fast. Hey, quick digression real quick. You know, if Kaepernick ever gets back in the league, it's going to be ugly for him. The way coaches use him. Look at what they're doing to Cam Newton in New England. Hey, Cam, you want to be in the NFL? No one likes you. Come to New England. We'll give you $1 million and use you like a running back. And then by the end of the season, you'll be hurt and you'll have no future. But thanks a lot, Cam. What are your options? You know that's what's going to happen if Colin Kaepernick ever gets back in the league. They're not going to let him play quarterback. They'll put him at quarter. He's never going to get back in the league, first of all. But if he ever were to get back, some team would be like, all right, hey, Colin, we're giving you 15 carries a game. What do you think? And I don't know if Colin would even want to do that. The NFL is harsh. Once you step out of the conservative line of what they want, you're pretty much done. And if you get back in, they're going to spit you out. They're going to use you up and spit you out. Cam, if you play next week, get ready for 15 carries and a bunch of hits. Colin, that's what's happening to you too if you get back in the league. I don't know if you want to get back in the league and get used like I wouldn't. Ugh. Kendrick Bourne, though, tested positive for COVID. Really not what the Niners needed right now. Their season isn't over. They could go, and the thing is, they don't even have to get 10 wins to get to the playoffs. They don't. There's now 7 teams that get to make it. Last year, 9-7 would have done it. So really, the Niners just have to go 5-3 the rest of the way. Can they go 5-3 with Nick Mullins? Yeah. If he had something, if he had some help, he doesn't have Raheem Mostert or Jeff Wilson Jr., the 2 best running backs on the team. He doesn't have George Kittle or Jordan Reed right now. Does have Ross the Boss Dwelly, so there's no excuse there. No Debo, no Kendrick, no Richie James. Jeez. You think the Niners are going to win? It's almost like the Niners should be kind of hoping this game gets postponed. If this game gets postponed, is that good news for the 49ers? It might be. It might be. They might want to call the league and be like, guys, can we play this next week? Can this be our bye week? Could they do that? I don't know what's going on. No, probably not, because the Packers have their. I don't understand how this is where I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. Kendrick. What do you think Kendrick did to get COVID? What was he doing? How do you do that? How many times have you guys convinced yourself that you have COVID? How many times? You'd be like, oh my God, there it is. It's the COVID. I got the Rona. It must stink to actually have it, man. God. Every day I'm like, oh my God. My chest, my back, my neck, and my back. Whew. All right. So if you guys have some questions, I'd be willing to take them because I don't even know what's going on here. I'm just, man, you guys. What news to wake up to? Huh? Dang. Jawan Jennings? Yeah, I guess they could call him up, but he stunk. He was terrible. What is the biggest need on the Niners roster right now? Wide receiver. Isn't it awful that this happened the day after the trade deadline? Wah, wah. Sorry, Niners.